Good is making some big boy news, and it's the big break and the Good Championship. They're the title sponsor of a PGA Tour event. We're going to get into both of those developments and talk through it. Your comments greatly appreciated. I read them all, like 300, 400 comments. I go through. So I'm not the only one reading them. Tons of people are reading those because they want to know and understand the temperature of the room, and you all are the ones who provide that. So thank you so much for that. Today's podcast is brought to us by our good friends at the Watersound Club. Been there a few times. Phenomenal place. It's a private club that's open to it's like a semi-private if you book and you stay at one of their hotels. The Camp Creek Inn is the newest one. That's the best one. I mean, it's phenomenal. Anywhere you want to stay in one of their properties, then you have access to the golf course. Just pay the green fee, whatever it currently is. And private beach club. They have got the Camp Creek Golf Course, Shark's Tooth. They've got a third one that's going to be opening at some point in the near future. Davis Love, third design. So a lot of cool stuff there. Great place. It's on the 30A. Is it the Gulf Coast of Florida, the Destin, Florida, that area? So if you're looking for a place to get away during the cold winter months, that's phenomenal, and it's great all year round. So link below for those guys. Check them out. Here we go. Good. First and foremost, we're going to dive into the Big Break deal. The Big Break, which aired on Golf Channel from 2003 to 2015. My gosh, they shot like 23 seasons of this show. Here's what's interesting. They canceled it in 2015 after the Palm Beach Gardens season, and they were generating about 500,000 views per week on that show, which is pretty good. And if they went more like live golf broadcasting, so that's a lot less expensive, supposedly, to put on versus millions for the Big Break for only 500,000 views. However, they get a lot less views for their golf content, way less than they ever did for their Big Break season. So they went through cutbacks, all kinds of layoffs, and the Big Break got the boot. And now it's back, but only really because of Good. They are partnering up with one of the largest YouTube golf channels there is. And then Good is more than just a YouTube channel. They're a brand, and they are quickly becoming one of the largest golf brands there is. And whether you like the content they produce or not, it's beside the point because they are a major player in the world of golf. So they are bringing back next year the Big Break with Good. And we're going to have Blair O'Neill teaming up with Matt Sharf, who's a member of Good. And they're going to be the hosts of the Big Break. And then Garrett Clark and Bubby are going to be team captains, non-playing team captains. And then they're going to have, I believe, 12 contestants competing in the Big Break, where the winner of that will get a spot in the next thing we're going to talk about, which is the Good Championship, which will be at Omni Barton Creek in Texas, Austin area, November 12th through 15th in 2026. All right. So, Golf Channel's #1 show of all time coming back with the help of Good. I would imagine that it will also be an incredibly highly viewed show. So that'll be pretty awesome to see. It'll be interesting who's in this. I don't think we're going to see former Big Breakers, George and Wesley Bryan, because they are, well, one, Wesley is suspended currently from the PGA Tour, so I don't know if he could backdoor his way into a PGA Tour event. Will he still be suspended? I guess it depends what he does during the year with Live Golf, but I don't think we'll see him involved, mainly because Good is aligning with the PGA Tour. So I think we're going to see just a bunch of new faces, although we're going to see Sean Walsh and Brad Dahlke compete as contestants in that event. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they stack the deck so that Walsh or Dahlke wins and they get into a PGA Tour event. That might not be a bad idea. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Are they going to stack the deck? I think they're going to bring in legitimate, up-and-coming players that it's almost like they're going to recruit guys, put them on the show, and that could be even an auditioning platform to be recurring members in the good content that they create on YouTube. I mean, that's a fantastic way to vet out a number of people to see whether or not they have the engaging personality that you need in a good channel to be part of the crew. So I don't know. We'll see. But that's something cool to look forward to. Here's the other big breaking news is that Good is sponsoring. They're the title sponsor of a PGA Tour event next year, 2026. At that, and we mentioned it. The Omni Barton Creek outside Austin. So why is this so interesting? I want to show you this. Watch this. You're going to be, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but we're going to go through it together so we can see, and you tell me what's interesting here. Let's look at all the sponsors for the PGA Tour coming up. Okay, we have in October, Bank of Utah Championship. Bank of Utah is a title sponsor. Worldwide Technology, Butterfield, RSM, Hero, and then Q School, Grant Thornton Invitational. Let's just go into 2026 and see who are these title sponsors. Sony Open in Hawaii, all right? It's going to be Sony. American Express, Farmers, WM, AT&T, the Genesis, Cognizant, Arnold Palmer by MasterCard, Valspar. You get the idea. Do you see anything interesting here on the list of title sponsors? CJ Cup, Charles Schwab. What do you see? Well, I will say this. It is not what you see that's important. It's what we don't see. We do not see one golf company title sponsor. Not one. None of those are golf companies. You let me know, when was the last PGA Tour event, trivia question for you, hosted by a golf company? When was it? Let me know down below. Well, if you know, before we go on, don't say Bridgestone. Okay, Bridgestone, they do make golf balls, but they were a tire company, so they don't count. And they were 2006 to 2018. They were the title sponsor. What do you got after that? What do you got? I mean, you could say Nike, like the Nike Tour, but that wasn't a PGA. That was like the Korn Ferry Tour or the Hogan Tour, or it's had a number of different names. Web.com Tour. That's a tour. Very different. And it was Nike. They were getting in the golf industry. But what was the last PGA Tour event sponsored by Callaway? No. Titleist? No. TaylorMade? Negative. What about even clothing brands that are in the golf space? Johnny O, they don't sponsor. They don't do it. Are there any? Adidas? You tell me. There really hasn't been one. You can go back. John Deere, no. They don't do it. Why do they not do it? Why doesn't Titleist have the Titleist Championship? Callaway Invitational. The TaylorMade Open. They don't do it. Good is doing it. Good is doing things nobody else is doing. Here's what's interesting. The CEO, Matt Kendrick of Good, and the Good crew, I'm not going to just single him out, but the whole crew, but Kendrick in particular, he's an entrepreneur, and he launched and helped launch big part of Good being what it is today, really leading the helm, CEO. What's the number one key trait of a successful entrepreneur? Number one. Anybody know? Like, it's been tested and vetted out and verified. And it's the most surprising thing to me, but it makes the most amount of sense. The number one thing is gut instinct. Go figure. It's not analytics. It's really like, I'm going to do this because my gut tells me to do it. Now, there's other things involved, such as drive, determination, execution of your gut instinct that all play into whether or not you're going to be successful. But that gut instinct of we're going to do things that others don't do, never have done, aren't even thinking about doing. We're going to do it. Big break. We're going to do that because that's what we do anyways on YouTube. Now we're going to do it with Golf Channel, and we're going to revive their number one show of all time. We're going to get involved, and we're going to have some ownership, some stake, some skin in that game. We're going to do it. You know what we're also going to do? We're going to sponsor a tour event. It's expensive. We have to shell out a ton of money. We have to have massive amounts of skin in the game. And it could flop. But I suspect it's not going to flop. It's going to be a rocket ship for the Good brand. And they are going to like leapfrog. They're going to slingshot around other OEMs, golf brands out there that have been in the business for decades. And they're just going to, and they're going to just go right past them into a whole new stratosphere of branding. That's my prediction. It could backfire. It could flop. You let me know what you think about the whole thing. But I think, congratulations. You're not RBC. You're not the Travelers. You're not John Deere. You're not these, Corrales Punta Cana. You're not 3M. You're not Rocket, Wyndham. You're good. But you're trying to get on the next level. Don't be shocked if it's like the Good Tour, not PGA. Don't be shocked if Good sponsors the Korn Ferry. Like Korn Ferry Tour is going to be the Good Tour, and it's going to be it's going to be that. I wouldn't be shocked at that either if they're the major sponsor there. But right now, they're the major sponsor, the title sponsor of their own PGA Tour event, leveling up. Good job. I'm excited to see the future of what's taking place. The golf landscape's unfolding as we speak. And it's not costing them billions of dollars in losses. Somebody's doing something right. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.